So as we know, this is probably by far the most devastating shot in a round of golf, and that is hitting a shank. When we do it, we sometimes feel like we can't stop doing it. But in this video, I'm going to show you 3 common reasons to why you shank the ball, and of course, 3 fixes to all those common reasons. So as soon as you shank the ball again, you're going to know exactly why it's happening, exactly what you need to do to fix it, to get rid of it. So I'm Jonathan Chan with JChownGolf. Let's fix that shank. So let's dive into the first main reason to why you hit a shank shot. And now, this is by far the one that I see more often on the lesson tee with people struggling to shank it. And it is, as soon as you get up to the top of the backswing, could be in a good spot, and then move into the downswing. Well, look at my trail heel here, so my right heel. See how it's lifting up and it's going upwards? So a lot of you out there will be thinking, what's the problem with that? How is that going to cause you to hit a shank? Well, just watch this. As soon as I lift up my right heel, so for me, my trail heel here, you can see how my knee, it's moving forward, isn't it? It's moving forward. So if my right knee moves forward, so is my hip. Wherever your knees go in the golf swing, your hips are going to follow what they're doing. So if my right hip is now moving outwards, so is the right hand side of the body, and that is going to change my strike location coming into impact. Because the right side of my body is moving forward, that is pushing the hands further out in front of me. So I could be coming down nicely on path. I could do this very late in my swing, for example. And boom, I've already hit the hosel. Look here, just a setup here. I'm just going to lift up my right heel, and you're going to see this club is going to start to move. Going to do nothing else with my hands, just moving that right heel up. You're going to see how that is forcing my club, and that club outside, so it's going to hosel the golf ball. So we can see that if you're going to do that, it is going to expose that hosel. A shank is most likely going to happen. So what we need to do to be able to fix that is quite a simple drill, to be perfectly honest, but it's really, really good feedback. Probably one of my all-time favorite drills, just because of simplicity and it gives you great feedback. So everything you need to do to make a change. What we do, I've got my sandwich here. I'm going to put this underneath my right heel. So if I come down the downswing now and I lift up that heel, of course, it's going to drop down to the ground. Because I've got a sand wedge as well, it's quite high lofted. It's going to drop down a bigger distance. You're going to hear it more when it happens. So I wouldn't recommend doing it with a 7-iron because you won't really be able to hear it when it drops down. It's that extra response. So what I want to do, I want to keep this underneath my heel until post impact. So I can do, that's my perfect movement going through there. We know any movement of going up excessively is going to hit you, so you're hitting off the hosel. I want to be dropping this post impact, and that is me doing it nicely. So let's hit a shot here. I'm going to drop it post impact, and I'm going to have a better movement of my right side of my body. So the second most common reason I see here for shanking the golf ball is, again, what your right side of the body is doing at impact. But this is for guys that really might struggle a little bit rotating through impact as well. And that is straightening your trail arm, so for me, my right arm, coming into impact. So when that happens, our club is going to be naturally going more out in front of us again, because of course, if I straighten my right arm, the club is getting further away from me. So with a golf ball, straighten the arm, you can see again, the club is going more outward. So there's a video I've made recently just about this topic, but the rotational kind of implement to it throw. I'll put a card up there for that, to how to rotate better with this right arm. So when I'm keeping that right arm more bent coming through impact there, I'm going to be controlling my strike location way, way better. It's not going to be going too much out in front of me. It's going to be controlled nicely, and then I can just pass through the shot here. Now, when we actually want that right arm to straighten, is post-impact. We want it happening just as that shaft starts to get parallel to the ground in the follow-through. That's when that right arm wants to straighten out. So it's still bent a good portion past the golf ball. But to be able to do this as a drill, to really fix this problem, we want to keep the right arm bent all the way through to your finish. Think of a Tommy Fleetwood, for example. Where is he at his finish? Here, with that bent right arm. That's what you want to be focusing on. Because if you focus on your right arm being bent at your follow-through, of course, it's going to be bent at impact to get there. You're not going to be straightening your right arm at impact and then bending it to your finish. It's too quick of a movement to happen. So hit some shots. Only focal point is keeping that right arm bent all the way to your finish, and then you'll be hitting it a little bit more out the middle of the club face. So the last reason to why you shank the golf ball here, and this is probably what a lot of you guys were expecting the very first one to be, or at most the second one, and that is an extreme out to in path in the downswing. So if I have an extreme out to in path, or you could say over the top type of swing coming in there, and it's really extreme, I'm going to naturally be hitting and really passing through the golf ball, exposing the hosel and hitting more of a shank shot. Only way I'd really be able to do that swing and be able to hit the ball nicely at the middle of the club face would be to aggressively pull in last minute, and there goes my chicken wing doing that move for pulling in the golf club. So really from there, we need to be able to control our path nicely. See some guys doing it from in to out as well. Not quite as common though. I don't really see that often, but it can happen for sure. So to fix it, we need to make the path a little bit more neutral. So an easy drill to do for this, that if you're really struggling this and you need something to help you, and that kind of targets just the root cause as well, which is really important, rather than a quick fix, here we go. This will really benefit you nicely and improve your golf swing, not just quick fix it. So really from here, if I have my real over the top swing with this alignment stick out the ground here, boom, I'm going to hit that stick. So what you do with this stick is put it in the ground, half club distance behind the golf ball, and then from that point, half a club distance then in front there. So could be a stick, could be a bottle, could be a head cover, something where it's going to really block you from having too much of an out-to-in path. So I'm forced here, if I want to hit this golf ball really successfully, to swing underneath the stick. I've got to do it to hit the golf ball relatively okay. So let me hit one here, and I'm probably going to be doing the opposite strike, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I mean there, I towed the golf ball. I normally swing on the inside anyway, so this will give me the opposite strike location, which isn't a bad idea anyway there, guys. When you're working on kind of, you know, your shank shot and trying to fix that, let's say it's happening in a round and you might not feel comfortable feeling a technical feel and a big swing thought to be able to do it. You could be just generally trying to, right, I've hit a couple off the hosel, let's see if I can hit it extremely off the toe. And instead, you won't be, you know, managing to do that. You'll just then hit it out the middle. You think it off the toe, if you really shank it a lot, will get you out the middle of the face. So what a lot of tour players will do just to quickly get their strike recalibrated. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Doesn't target the root cause, these ones do, but it's very valid to try that as well. So guys, there we go. There are the three main causes to shanking the golf ball. Now, those are the three ones that I see most commonly on the lesson tee, but there is for sure some more than that. So if you've got through these videos and you are still shanking the ball a little bit, you can always send me an online lesson on Skillist. There's a link down in my profile to that. You send it me in that, and then I'll be able to give you personalized golf instruction to your golf swing, rather than generalized videos that are designed to target, you know, multiple broad aspects of people and golf swings. So if you enjoyed that video, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put up a video. So if you want to get rid of that shank, do these, and then you will really struggle to hit that shank afterwards.